Hello, mathematicians. Welcome to another day of computation. I have lots of things spread out on my desk for us to look at and work with today, just to keep us thinking about computation, which includes the 4 operations. And if you're ready to say them with me, the 4 operations of math are addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Those 2 we're saving to maybe do a little bit of exploring about multiplication and division later in the year. Right now, addition and subtraction, and this week we begin to do more of the subtraction. So that's our work for today. So we'll be moving back and forth between those 2 operations, addition and subtraction. Okay, so that's our kind of big layout for today. The kind of work, I have some addition work here where we're placing spots on butterfly wings and then making it into a computation work. There's this one, it's called swimming subtraction. There's fish in a bowl, and then we are going to do takeaway. We'll put small X's on the pictures to show takeaway. So some animal addition and some animal subtraction, which kind of goes with what would have been our science unit. I have one of these pages which I think is just really good for kind of a drill practice. You can use it with or without dots to help do that. There's lots here to begin to build that fluency where you do it quicker in your head or quicker on paper, and you kind of have what's called an automatic understanding of the answer. So you can work it out with dots, or read it and write the answer, or just begin to get quicker at recognizing combinations, addition, or differences, takeaway, less than 5 and less than 10. And I think we will easily go past the kindergarten goal, which is less than 10. And less than 5. Take that back. The kindergarten goal is less than 5, so we'll go way past that. And for folks who are looking for some challenge things, we have a page here with prices, which means money begins to get involved, and it's double-digit work over here. Double-digit addition at the top row and subtraction at the bottom row for adding up the prices of things on this page. And this page is an addition facts family, and it looks like it's simple work, except I'm going to show you a trick to do with this that would make it different and have some different challenges. Okay, so that's going to be our work for today. Let's do a call out for friends who are here today. If you calling all mathematicians, calling all mathematicians, calling all mathematicians, please come to math class now. Okay, if you are in room 102, hello and welcome. If you are a mathematician from room 103, welcome to math class. If you are a mathematician from room 104, welcome and nice to see you. If you are a mathematician from room 171, welcome, nice to see you. And if you are a mathematician from room 206, glad to see you. Okay, I did attendance and gathering. I'm putting my things over here so I remember what I'm doing here today. You have your pencil and your purple marker or crayon. I'm going to use these because they're a little bit easier to see. I keep my pennies in my gold trophy. Having pennies nearby will be helpful for some of the work today. If you're needing counters, those are good way of doing that. And I had people get cards, a set of 10 starting with the ace, which counts as 1, and then the cards up to the last printed numeral on the cards, which is 10. And having a set in black and having a set, these go in the opposite direction, having a set in red. This will be a tool that we will use. I think we might be using this today a little bit and show you some, and then later in the week as well. It's helpful if you have a set that is red and a set that is black for some of the deeper dive down into addition and subtraction for having those. And if you don't have that, you can just make a card that has the numbers 1 through 10. It would be fine. You can just do that on cards or paper and just have a set. And maybe you write the numerals in one color, like black, and one color like red, or 2 other colors, just to keep track of the work as we move forward. And if you don't have it right away, you can take your time and get to it, but just know that this is something that is coming up. And these cards, just for information, the back of the front of the cards always have the same things, but the back varies. And there's different kinds, and sometimes you can buy a souvenir set. And I have a souvenir set from Pike Place Market here in Seattle. Of course, I have a New York Yankees set too, but I think I might show you those later. Okay, and then just a reminder, the work this week, we continue with sum, S-U-M, different from the other word, S-O-M-E, first grade word, sum and difference. And we are talking about sum. We are talking about the combination, the addition work, and we add to find the sum. It means the answer here. We add to find the sum, and then we see looking for, or we're writing and putting in the plus symbol. And the other is difference. When we subtract, then we find the difference, or it has here, to find the difference, that's the end answer in a subtraction equation or subtraction problem. To find the difference, I need to subtract. Subtract difference and minus sign. Add sum and plus sign. And the big picture, way back here sometimes, and sometimes it's right up here, sometimes in the front of the brain and sometimes in the back of the brain. What we're doing with the numerals, remember, the numeral is the printed form. Number is the amount. This is an amount. This is a number. This is a numeral. There's a difference between the two. Even though lots of people, including teachers, say them back and forth, but there is a difference between those. What we're doing all the time in the front of our brain and the back of our brain is we are comparing numbers. Comparing the amounts. This is a number. That's a numeral. This is a number, the amount that's in the set. That's the numeral. The whole time we're doing addition, subtraction, we are comparing. We're looking at sets, amounts in a group, or we're looking at numerals, the printed numerals, 7 or 15. And we're comparing the amounts represented. We're comparing the amounts that are represented. And that comparison can take the form of subtraction and addition. That comparison, or compare, can take the form of difference and sum. That's the big thing. You don't want to lose kind of track of what we're doing and why we're doing it. It's not just putting things together or taking things apart. That's kind of mechanical thinking. What you want is a deep understanding of addition and subtraction. And if you have an understanding, good, but stay open to new information that I'm providing through our math lessons. And if you're learning it, then welcome to that idea. People add, subtract, multiply, and divide all the time. Sometimes they do it on pages that can look like this in all kinds of grades, from kindergarten right up through college. Sometimes they do it in their head. Gas prices, driving, how many miles, how many minutes it takes, all of those are computation exercises, practices, applications that people do all the time, especially when you're grown up. And so understanding it now, how it is, and what we're doing is going to make learning this work now deeper and clearer in your brain for this year, for kindergarten, while we're still in kindergarten, but then you will be doing computation pretty much for the rest of your school career up through college, and then applications in practical settings, as I just described, planting seeds in the garden or working on building something, then addition and subtraction will continue to come into work. Okay, thanks. Let's get started.